So I spoke quite a bit on the regards to the virtuous friend. Since one wish to free the numberless sentient beings from oceans of samsara sufferings and bring them in the peerless happiness, the state of omniscient mind. If that's so, and that's for that reason, then that is your wish. You have that wish, and then for that success, then as a method to oneself to achieve state of omniscient mind, total cessation of the elimination of the obscurations and gross subtle, and completion of all the realizations, sangye, or Buddha. So then in that case, need practice guru. Since one wish that, then it practice guru as planned. In the Sutta Tantra, the essence, Lam-rim, in the teachings of the graduate path to enlightenment, the essence of the whole entire Buddha Dhamma, the essence of the Kasa, 84,000 teachings of Buddha, or however the essence of the whole entire Buddha Dhamma, the Lam-rim, which comes in three lesser vocal teachings, Hinana teachings, then greater vocal teachings is Mahayana Sutra, Paramedhyana, or then Mahayana Tantra. The secret mantra, vajana, the essence of all that, and then all this vast, like oceans, like Pacific oceans, or the depths of the so expanded, or the vast, and all like that. All contained into Lam-rim, the essence. So the stuff. So what is it taught, explained the Lam-rim, or they explained by Lama Disha in the Lamb of the Path to Enlightenment, and that's originally what the Buddha has taught, and that's Lama Disha, what Lama Tsongkhapa explains. So Lama Tsongkhapa so forth, for those who had the experience of practicing, actualizing the whole path to enlightenment, so as they explained, with the complete experience. So the other good devotion. So the so it's like this. So the so you know so the essence, the one has to continue with the meditation, my analytical meditation and fixed meditation, good devotion, until one has stable realization that one is able to see the Guru, or the Buddha, and one is able to see the one Buddha, or the Guru that we have, Dhamma connection we received. Dhamma connection you have received. So, like that. So one Buddha is all the Gurus that we have. And one Guru is all the Buddha that they exist. Able to see that, able to see from your side. From your side. So sometimes we switching temper on the socket jam. With many efforts, I just mentioned last night. Tenan dechila so chinibi, ten laboratory zawani. Tenan dechila so chinibi, ten laboratory zawani. Lam-rim shinyen tamba bebai with much effort. Lam-rim shinyen tamba bebai. Therefore, this is the very last word. The Lama Zopa say hymns, his experience of the Lama Zopa say hymns, the hymns of the Lama Zopa's experience on the graduate path to enlightenment. Lam-rim Nyamgur, in Tibetan, Lam-rim Nyamgur. Very so profound like Pacific Ocean, so deep like Pacific Ocean wide, like that. I mean, it's pure just through the pages, but so Lama Zopa, the way he teach was so in the Lam-rim Chamo, so extensive, so condensed, so extensive, even few words like that. The taste of the words. Even after you read the meaning of the Lam-rim, but you read Lama Zopa, it's like that. Oh, I should have read this long time ago. Like that. So therefore, in the basic program, there's the Lama Zopa Lam-rim Chemo, the Geshes had a meeting in Taiwan. Geshe Ngawatagpa, Geshe Sarache Abodripa passed away by cancer. Not Toje. I said Geshe, but I said Toje. Geshe Toje, no. Geshe Toje, no. Toje is the one there's a big problem. I don't know. He is now getting involved in politics. Now it's quite dangerous. Now, getting important politics being sword by Chinese. Mainland China. I'm not saying all the Chinese in the world. No, mainland China. So I don't know whether the president himself knows or not, but I think maybe just down below, I think it might be down below, dealing with the Tibetans, it might be those people, I guess. I don't know. So, oh no, they're getting important Tibetans. Sorry, politics. Yeah. Not Geshe Toja. No, sorry, I made a mistake. Geshe, what? Toja. Heavy medication to no. So and several other cases that meeting and then so they decided from the meeting the Lam-rim middle Lam-rim. So it's that's the importance there, and then the Lam-rim has colored pages were negating all the wrong views, negating, proving that they're wrong, negating. So Lam-rim didn't have those. And also very fortunate in the basic program that there's Lam-rim. And also I put a liberation palm in your hand. There's more, it's all related to the philosophical teachings, the big text in the philosophical teachings, sources, but it's more simplified and then more talks in the preliminaries, so more explanation. So I put it there to help the practice, and so basically the true Lam-rims, what is that? Then of course one can start others edit. So they were extremely fortunate that we, the organization, opportunity to learn, to study over and over. I mean, some study basic program. I think 3 times, repeat over. So very fortunate. You have studied. Studied 2 times, no? Basically 3 times. Twice. Anybody did 3 times? Anybody did 3 times? Not that. I think there might be more who have done 2 times. I don't know, maybe also 3 times, I'm not sure. Possible. Soon there will be more study, even 3 times. Yeah. This is very, very good. So can you study more and then can help more for the organization, for the center, to educate others. So can help. So that, and also able to help in your own teachings, and especially your own practice realization. So so the you see from your heart, by doing the analytical and fixed meditation, by training the mind into Guru devotion. We were devoting, follow the Guru. Then you see, complete proof to your mind to before you see the Guru is Buddha is higher, Guru is down, ordinary being, and even knows a lot of Dharma, a lot of text, so the Tantra by heart. But I was somebody who is down, ordinary being, and huge differences like that. You discriminate ordinary being for our mistakes, and then Buddha is somewhat higher. Vajradhara or Buddha Shakyamuni Buddha or Tara Miti Mandushiri Genesis, all that, something higher, pure state, so like that. And before, and sometimes to think, I know more than Guru, kind of like that. And then Guru, ordinary being, So like that, then later prove to your mind, one Guru is all Buddha, no separation. There's no that. One Guru is all Buddha, one Buddha is all the Guru that you have. So, totally no separation, oneness. Without Guru, there is no Buddha. So both, without Buddha, without Guru, there is no Buddha. Without Buddha, there is no Guru. And it's all out. It's for example, tea, tea, and then Indian language, chai, when we traveled by third class, long time ago, India, one day was staying in Baksa, living Baksa, concentration camp Baksa, where Mahatma Gandhi, Prime Minister, were President, Prime Minister John Nehru, were President, many others. So place also many people killed. And I think this place was to kill people. And I lived there for 8 years. Monks lived there 10 years. So then they moved to South India because that was a very harmful place. So during those times when we traveled by third class, at the beginning, in the teacher who took care of me in Tibet, who helped me to become monk in Tromö Geshe's monastery in Tromö. Tromö is Yatrong, it's just next to near Sikkim. You go beyond from here, from India, you go to Sikkim, then from there you go to Tibet. So just after cross scheme, then Yatron, Tomo. So Tomo, then Bhutan is very close. Bhutan or Tomo. The languages are quite similar to Bhutan, Bhutanese language. So and the food, or maybe the food, also quite similar. So anyway, who helped? Teacher who helped me to become monk there, to Geshe's monastery. So traveling by train, third class. So how you do when the train comes? When the train comes at the station, like Siliguri or something. So when the train stopped, the people at the door trying to get inside. So what you do is when the train comes, then kind of slowly it comes, It's kind of comes like that, kind of slowly comes. It's slow, but not too slow. So you don't stay there where people are waiting, when so many people waiting to get. No, you go before. You go a little bit ahead, and then you get inside. You go a little bit ahead, and then you get inside. Then you get inside the door. The luggage, the luggage bedding. So everything is in bedding, bedding inside your blanket or something for sleeping at the train station. Then inside bedding, all the other materials in bedding. So you roll the bedding you put it inside the door or window. You push inside the door window, and you push, and then still the train's going, Then you start to get inside what it's doing. So it's easier, more chance to get inside. So once you stop that, then people trying to get inside, then fighting and so then inside. All like this, kind of like grass, like that. Then you fight for 1 hour. Everybody scream, for 1 hour. Then become slowly, less and less. And then also people, because different stations, people go away. So less people. Then, most people sleep and less people. And so then you fall asleep, maybe 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, somewhere. Then chai gram comes the person in the clay pot, small clay pot, you take a small clay, and then you have tea. But you have to watch well, because this clay pot, small clay pot, if you don't look well, there's dust. There's quite a bit dust inside. Because I think the person has been living there or caring for a long time, so the dust, you have to look at well. Otherwise, dust. Then your tea becomes one with dust. In Tibetan we call it chamtu. The little tamba they mix. Not bug, the hard one, with not that much, I'm just joking, but some dust in tamba. I did drink tea, chai gram. So you fell asleep, after several hours sleep, then turns off, chai gram, passing through the window, chai gram, then so then Tibetan Soja Cha. Soja is the honorific, but Solcha, but Cha. But it's, you see, different name, T, and then Cha, and only three. but you have different names. You see one thing, but different name, something like that. So Guru Buddha. Before, Buddha is most pure, Guru is some ordinary person, full of mistake. This is how it begins. Then through meditation, analytical and fixed meditation. Then, quotation, logic, and your experience. Oh, then gradually, then you see more, less mistake, more culture. Then you see Buddha. But not few hours, not few days, not just say few days, not just few hours or few days. Then despair, not like that, not like that. So then you see from your heart, deep, from depth of your heart, you see 100%. No question, no. You see, it's like tea and cha and chai, all the different language. But I'm talking one thing. So that's from your heart. There is no question. So, but that weeks, months, years. It has to be like that, stable, not just few hours of Buddha, then gone, disappeared. No? That is a still receiving blessing. I forgot the name. That's a still Guru's blessing. Even few hours, or 2 days, even few hours, or maybe 2 days, your mind is up, your mind is, then despair gone, that's not realization. That is a slow blessing of Guru, but I forgot the Tibetan name. Yeah, so that's matter. But still stable. The weeks they last like that, weeks, months, years. See, stable. All the realization. So, then you have to do the meditation until that happens. Train the mind. Yeah. So. So like that. So, so by following the outlines, not just I didn't follow the outline. I just spoke, but following outline. Singing tembe too, as a singing tembe penje. Add benefits to short, correctly devoting, following the Guru, correctly following the Guru. Then not following Guru, they had shortcomings, also making mistake. They mentioned 8 after the 8 benefits. Then 8, if one had mistakes, they add shortcomings. So those very much. Those you have to follow the outline, not just about how it's about the start. You have to follow outline. But all this quotation, what I said, of course you use, but you follow the outline of the Lam-rim and the Guru devotion there, the Shingetensu, and devote, and start following the correctly, following the. I even normally I say devoting, but then there's only mind, there's action. So I don't know, you say rely or follow, or do you choose? So the after you follow the Lam-rim outline, you have to study. After Lam-rim Ding, Lam-rim Chimo or Ding, if you're able to study, then extremely good. Lam-rim Ding, if not the Liberation Palm or the Jambal Shalung, the sayings of Mandushiri. Secret words. Shalung, sayings from the Shiri's holy mouth, the sayings also. Yeah. There are many Lam-rim, they're refined gold. So one Lam-rim. But anyway, the liberation palm in your hand, or Lama Zopa Rinpoche, those who study. So you have to study. You have to read, not just one time, but you see, try to understand. Those who are able to basic programs, then the teacher who have geishas who have studied on all their life, and then they teach. So it's very, very good with the discussion, not only just to learn the words, meaning of the words, but with the debate discussions they have studied. So, the extensive way philosophy, the extensive way studied. So. That contains Lam-rim. So they explain. So very, very fortunate. That however, after your self-study from some teacher, however, then at least yourself read. So try to learn. You try to learn. So read, and once you don't understand, and mark. When you mark a Dharma text, black ink go over like this. It's a disrespect. Disrespect, go over like the black line. Disrespect. Dharma text. The Dharma text. Dharma text you put in the head. If you get Dharma geshes from, the practice is that by taking Rinpoche, I didn't explain before, but I don't know. We met book, the office from Portland made a very nice book now. The subjects has been made, I put together a long time ago. Although it's good to get the book. So he's going to get the anyway. What is it? I put up the subjects many years ago. It's lot of Pamanga teachings, the benefits, the precepts, and really, Then at the very end, there's for San Francisco, in near Lama, there's close to Lama Zopa Rinpoche. So that was where he passed away, and his holy body was there, but you can't see it. I think some trees put around, I can't see. But his disciple, nun, his disciple nun, I think maybe from very rich family. She had 300 disciples, nuns. And her body was in the glass, very long, in the glass container. I don't know what you call that, where you keep the dead body. So her body was kept well. I don't know how many, I don't know, since St. Francis died, how many years ago? I'm not sure. 100 years, I'm not sure. So her body was kept well, but his body you can't see. So when Lama sat down in the front and did meditation, we stayed 2 days, I think. What's his name? He and his friend came for Kalachakra initiation, Buddha. They offered the big machine that for his son's teachings, big machine to teaching, and they did the work during that time. I don't know. So it said his house, and then Lama did meditation in front of that. So anyway, what is it? Now I've lost. What did I say? Only, yeah. So, yeah, there was a picture of Jesus Christ up there hanging. And that spoke to San Francisco. But my view, Jesus Christ was mentioned by His Holiness at Dharamsala when the first Kalachakra. That I think the first Kalachakra may be given to Buddha. I think a long time ago, when I was Baksa, I think Baksa or Darjeeling. So the Dharamsala was the first time Kalachakra initiation. So what happened? At that time, His Holiness mentioned Jesus Christ as Bodhisattva. So during that time, His Holiness mentioned. However, what I think is, why I speak through the picture, those kind of things very unusual in the West. Very unusual in the West. In the East, we have many statues who spoke to the great yogis and even simple people, very simple people, but very devoted. Shakyamuni Buddha Srajahasa spoke to him. I think something to the shoes. He came from Kham, very far. So a very simple person. He's a very simple person. Then he is afraid to lose the shoes, so he put upside. So he put the shoes outside and came in. He asked Shakyamuni Buddha to look after, to take his shoes. So very total trust as actually living Buddha. Total trust no doubt. So he asked to take care of the shoes. And then, forgotten. So then Shajamani Buddha, Hasa Choa, spoke. Yes, something, yes, was, I don't know what, I forgot. Yeah, spoke to that man. So that then became so famous in Lhasa. That simple man come by, very far came. So he asked to check out the shoes. So when you go around inside, you don't lose shoes. So the statue spoke to him. So they became quite famous in Lhasa. And so there are many statues who spoke. In Tibet, in Nepal, or so Lama Disha, when Lama Disha came to Buddha, all the statues, not only the Tara, people think only Tara, no, all the statues, but some of the statues are stolen, and they put them a new one up there. Nowadays, some things I'm not sure what. They just made something put up there. Something like that. But anyway, most stage. So all the statues spoke to Lama Disha. That's what Jabje Kunal Lama Rinpoche mentioned. Great Bodhisattva. Jabje Kunal Lama Rinpoche mentioned all those statues spoke to Lama Disha. Like that. So, because San Francisco, his mind is, he has bodhicitta, not self-chasing thought. No, his bodhisattva, he is bodhicitta. So, because his mind is so pure, no ritual dharma at all. He liked to be criticized. So he asked one student, sit down, he asked, and then criticized to him. But the student could not find any mistakes to criticize, only to praise. Oh, so that happened. So the Kasamas Kadamba Geshe, they like, they like to be criticized, then praised. That's same. So also that is a sign of Rojang Tawa. Finish training the mind in the thought transformation. Rojang. Finish train the mind. So, you see, so it's like Samasagashi Lama Kuncho, or the yeah, so Samasa, the Gishilama Kuncho, So Geshe-Lama Gonzo, during summertime, it might be summertime, I think, Kapan all come by. So down under the Bodhi tree, there's a Tara that Lama bought, Tara's statue. I tried to paint, and maybe Kani. At that time she was not nun. She dressed Tibetan lady. Tibetan lady dressed this kasa pangde. Yeah, what do you call English? Aprons and just came from America, finished university, and she went to beyond Tengbuche ones, beyond the nunnery. There's nunnery way up there. I haven't been. I went up to Tengbuche one day with the Lama, and my relative. So she went to way up nunnery, devotee it's called, and she stayed a few months, studied what they do, how they live out their life. Then they have to send to university, American university. So she was telling me that, and I thought I was working on Tara, but then I was oh, you are American spy. I was telling her, but that was her study university, and I mean, yeah. Anyway, that's so I said, oh, I think I expressed to her, well, you're a spy, and then anyway, so sorry, my talk going far and far. So much rain, the square, big square cement floor after the steps, after you come down from there. Then it was raining, so wet. He fell down very heavily, jada like this, very heavily he fell down. So the minute he fell down, he was so happy. He was so happy. He thought my obstacles, my life obstacle, is came on him. Immediately he felt my life obstacle came on him. So his mind, so he fell down so heavy, but his mind was so happy. That having sign, having lojong tachimba, having trained the mind in lojong, that. So they so happy. Like, for example, Gen Chamba Ondu, Dhammasala is through the Julian teachings of the no need to make food when you are isolated place. It takes a long time to buy food, or maybe days, I'm not sure, long. When you're a very isolated place, it takes so much to get food, and difficulties. That so much time goes on that, and also making. So, in this case, rare in the future, so I to Lung, or transmission of Julian, flower Julian. There's dot Julian, and windy Julian, and water Julian, water different mountains. It seems Geshe-Lama Kuntra did wind Julian, but I haven't seen the text yet. When he was doomed. So anyway, don't go further. And then I was out to the room of that. And, then I asked, what is the quickest way to have success in the realization of Lam-rim? So the other thing that I asked that, he said, practicing remedy to the self-satisfying thought. That's exactly. So that's yes, practicing remedy to the self-satisfying thought. So that is, whatever problem comes, whatever difficulty comes, whatever problem comes in the life, immediately, without delay, immediately point out the self-satisfying thought. Somebody complains, somebody angry, or whatever sickness, whatever happens, even death, whatever happens, immediately blame to your self-satisfying thought. So the time, lentam de chigada kunla karin chawkum sinde 7 points of thought transformation by Kadama Geshe Chekawa. So there is the lentam de chigada. So all the mistakes, all the problems, all the shortcomings, all blame to one. So that's your self-satisfying thought. So that's you. So then, towards others, then meditate on meditate on kindness. In the, including the animals, insects, even insects, harm. If you harm, they harm. If you harm, they harm back. Whatever they can. Biting, whatever they can. You see? Whatever. Then of course, generally human being, ordinary human being in the world, even somebody didn't harm you, but you harm back. Even somebody didn't harm, you harm back. So you harm the others like that. So if somebody harm, then you harm back, which is outside to the others. Harm back. So that's what they do. So total opposite. So then you harm back. You don't know. You harm to them. What they harm you or not, you harm them. That becomes a cause to receive harm later, even right way or later or next lives. You see? Then you don't know that. Kill everybody. Kill. Anybody you want to kill like I don't know. I heard the Hitler because I wonder eyes something one color. Blue, he wanted to blue eyes or something, and then blonde hairs. He wanted blonde hairs, something like that, eyes, something like that. Yeah, I heard. So otherwise he don't like, kill. I don't like. So anyway, what to say? That's true. Great practice. Wow. Great practice in the life. Only two words. Put all the blame to one. Towards others, kindness. That. Practice bodhicitta. That's what can come out of things. That. Practice immediate self-chasing thought. He's too cool realization Lam-rim. That's very rich. So the so all the others, as I said, from beginningless but the happiness came from them, the kindness and the present and future, including enlightenment, all the liberation, some the happiness, every single relation, goodness, every single happiness comes from them. From every sentence. Wow, most amazing. Yeah. These two words, unbelievable practice, most unbelievable practice. So this is the reality. So you blame the self-chasing thought, inner enemy, your great demon, and then eliminate, destroy. The blame, what blame for? Then, you see, destroy. You don't follow the self-chasing thought. by falling self-section, you have suffering, oceans of experience, oceans of some sort of suffering, until now, from beginningless times until now. So, that the duty self-change, following self-change. Then put all blends to that, eliminate that. Then come bodhicitta. Then there's enlightenment. Then you free numberless sentient being from oceans of samsara. Numberless sentient being freed him from oceans of samsara. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? I mean, easy to say the words, but can you imagine that? Wow, wow, wow. You're the one person. By bodhicitta. Wow, 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 wow. Then bring them to Sangye Kwang Buddhahood. Peerless happens. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow. So therefore, put the blame to one, to the self-changing thought, and to the others, kindness, only kindness. So the others, most dear, most precious, most kind, and you are wishful and jewel. More than that, not just wishful and jewel, but as I said, more kinder than skies full of whiskey and jewel, like that. So you see, reality. This is the reality. Reality. But you see, though, even we're trying to practice Dharma, recite mantras, prayers, but we, including myself, we don't get practice this one. The most rich practice, bodhicitta and lojong, there's no fight. There's no to get angry at others. There's nothing to get angry at others. Such silly to get angry or killed. Revenge. Revenge, you don't know. You're getting the cause. You're getting the cause you're getting the cause to receive harm for many lifetimes. 100, 500, or 1,000 lifetimes. So, see, from one karma, harming others. So, don't think karma, don't think karma. Even one knows, but don't think. When one knows intellectually, but doesn't think. So when it comes to your life, and then you see, put the blame to others. Put the blames, not you. Put the blame self-changing. Don't know that. Put the blame to others. So maybe they meant your kindness to others. Opposite. I'm not sure. So you see, it shows how ordinary beings in the world. So, including us, teachings we heard many times, we see, but don't practice. Myself, but I'm not saying others. Myself. One problem comes on you, blame to others. Put all the blame to others. So that's what I practice the opposite. So because yeah, so this is the two verses. Wow, so important in the life. Best psychology, best meditation, best practice. Wow. Then you have no problem. You have no problem with others. So even the obstacle, even the obstacle what you have, you use for you use you make you say you take the obstacle of sin. Because of that, you take the obstacles of sentient beings and experience for them, for the sentient beings, and them to achieve state of omniscient mind. You know, you use it to achieve enlightenment. Sport, you use your obstacles as to sport. To sport, you are to achieve your enlightenment, Buddhahood, and the sentient beings, free from suffering, samsara, and achieve enlightenment. It's incredible. So you have no obstacle to practice Dharma. So there's so again about a letter, much later, when Geshe Rabden moved and my teacher Geshe Rabden, who taught me very beginning philosophy, he moved to Switzerland, Tabachuling, teacher there, Tabachuling, then later somebody offered land, I'm not sure. So found a monastery at Tabachuling in Switzerland. So Geshe Rabden's house, backside of Lam-rim, which is a past life. So then again someone to live there. He passed there. So that so he had only one kind of precious thing for simple people. For simple people, ordinary people, simple who has no much valuable things. Then only thing what he had to clock. Only thing what he had to clock in his room. So he wouldn't buy clock, but I think somebody must give him. He wouldn't clock. He had to clock. That's the only valuable thing in his room. Clock, see? Which cost, valuable thing which cost. Of course, the altars, the guru's pictures, or there's something Buddha, of course, they're valueless, valueless, but of course you will carry in the market to sell. People won't buy, but they have lots of pictures. So people won't buy. It's valueless. It's valueless, but valueless? Priceless, priceless. But if you understand, it's priceless. But people, if you go to market, selling people don't buy. So what people might bear, so the clock. So he went about teaching, and they came back. The thieves came and stole the clock. What they found was all clock. So Geshe was so happy the clock was taken by thieves. He was so happy. Just so happy. That's a sign of having trained the mind to lodging. So like that. Total opposite than normal people in the world, ordinary people in the world. Normal people, even they have great education, science or this and that, huge degree or education, but that doesn't happen. So they will upset. And so that has a the Kadamba Geshe, sorry, very sorry, I haven't started Vajrasabha. Kadamba Geshe Langri Tangba, you know, Langri Tangba. So you take the laws of the big church to others. Even somebody from jealousness, not good mind, not virtual. With the jealous mind, you criticize, blame. You didn't do, but blame. Criticize you. Even you didn't do, out of jealousy. So you tell the laws, offer the big truth to others. That's it. In the original the 8 verses to translation. So the Geshe-lang Tangpa, while he was giving teaching, one lady, while he was giving teaching publicly, one lady came and put child on his lap. Child, baby, one baby, said, "This is your baby." Then put on his lap while he was giving public teachings. He didn't say, "No, I don't child." He didn't say. He took care of the child. He took care of the child to not die. Took a child. Because I think what happened was anyway. So he took care of the child. And then after some year, after how many years? After 1 year or something, one day sent a message that they need a child back. So he offered the child back. He tried to take care of the child so not die. So then get the child back to the family. Because I think the family, many children dead before. So the family was told by somebody, if you give your child, if you bring your child to some high lama, if you bring your child to some high lama, to also take care some lama by some high lama, then it will survive. So that's why she didn't say that, but that's why she brought. During the teaching, while he was given to the public, then this girl came and the child put her on his lap, saying, "This is your child." And Saketama Gajanatama took care of the child. And then when the family came, sent a message to want the child back, they offered. And then he didn't say, "I'm monk." He didn't have child. This much. He didn't prove truth. No, he didn't say that. It is his child. Then even he made offering to the Rajing monastery, Dondamba Jawadondamba's monastery, to the monks to confess, to say. Didn't say, I'm a monk and the child didn't say, no. He made offering to monks. I think sort of confess, sort of, so didn't prove. Instead of the sort of for them to to confess, made offering tea offering in the Rajing monastery. So Lam-rim Tangpa did like that. Then Yeah. But this does involve offering virtue to others and taking loss upon oneself. Putting the blames to I and putting the blames to one, the subject thought, and maintaining kindness to others. It is involved. But also practice humbleness. The second verses, from 8 verses, thought of them is Kangdo Sujang, wherever, whomever one company, Kangdo Sujang, Georgia, then you go like mentation, looking at oneself lost of all, then you go like mentation, Shanla Sabatakway, towards others from the from the heart. Look at them sublime, highest sublime. To the Jebba Zimbalab, practice to hold others sublime. So there is a practice about that, but also those other. It does involve those other things which I mentioned before. So I've forgotten a little bit. I think Jawad Ramdamba was going to Jiangwa Kadamakeshi Jiangwa to monastery to give teaching. And Jawad Ramdamba is he very like the Kadamakeshi talking about second verse, the verses that this life they live in practice, So there was no. He has received all the teaching what Lama Disha has, and he was a Sektor. He was the hard disciple of Lama Disha, and it's unbelievable. Actually, genetic. So he doesn't have a servant, or he doesn't have a chancellor, manager, or attendant. He goes alone. He's going alone to the monastery of teaching. So he met one. So he's very humble. So he met. I've forgotten the story a little bit. He met one ngakpa, Tantri practitioner, Le ngakpa. It's called ngakpa. So I think maybe the ngakpa's luggage. Maybe I'm not sure that I forgotten, but he carried luggage, Damdamba carry. Ngakpa doesn't know. Ngakpa doesn't know Damdamba. Ngakpa has no idea of Damdamba. So they were going towards the monastery. But the Ngakpa was also coming. So I think what Dhamma is coming that monastery teaching, maybe it's known. So maybe I was going there. So I was didn't know Dhamma, so then his luggage, I think I was carried, I think. But I don't remember something like that. And then later, I was walking. Then much sweat came in the feet. So then his shoes, he took off shoes and gave to the Dhamma. Shoes, he took off the shoes and gave Dhamma, and Dhamma put the shoes, Dhamma put on his head, on his neck, two shoes. Not was shoes, two shoes he put together. Then he put on Dhamma's on the neck, like the shoes. I walked, like that he walked. Then it went on. Then there's monks near the monastery. The monks come a procession with offerings because he's coming to teaching. So procession. Then Ngapa asked, what or who is making procession? The monks. So then Jao Dhamma said, "Oh, this is supposed to be me. This is supposed to be for me." Then Ngapa run away. That's very, but the beginning part I forgot. But that's very amazing. It's really so. Jao Dhamma has received all the teaching from Lama Zopa. So when Lama Zopa translator, so there's something, taking laws upon yourself, offering victory to others. That's also there. Then, it's also practice of the putting the blams to one, and the thing, mental on kindness of others. Towards others, then we think of kindness. Think of the kindness. So fantastic, the best psychology. As a meditation practice. So, need to read over and over, not just only satisfy one time, but each time you read Lam-rim, then you get you get new understanding each time when you read. This is what happened to me, or also that's what normally people who read Lam-rim over again, this is what they experience, and that's what. So at least 3 times, or at least like that study. Then there are the lamas who 9 times who start read again. So like that. So after the outline, once you know the commentary, then you guidebook is the Lam-rim outline. That's outline Lam-rim Chemo, Lam-rim Ding. There's a Tepjitin, which my guru, Lama is Guru, which met the outline of the Lam-rim Ding, middle Lam-rim. And I received that oral transmission for Tepji's second session, which in Dharamsala, in this room. Then there was another Lama from Garden, he drew the 8 verses. Then I drew the oral transmission of the Sensation Nectar, from which there. A new net text, oral transmission, new net text. So, one thing, enthusiastic, great enthusiastic, much Rinpoche gave, Nyungne, the commentary, the elaborate commentary, Nyungne, the Chachutan Sandrame, Rinpoche that together, text, I think, give or sing to read. So the liberation palm in your hand, Lam-rim Mati read commentary, not yet translated into English, that one. So I think that is the basis of liberation palm in your hand. That is the basis of the commentary, liberation palm in your hand. So the outline of that. So anyway, to Asmila. So anyway, once you read start the commentary, then the daily meditation on the outline, or you can use a Sensation Nectar. Sensation Nectar, not too short, but the good, very effective words. Very effective words. And then other Sensation Nectar, or the Lam-rim outline, one of the Lam-rim outline. So in daily usage, daily meditation book, you guide your meditation, you can use that after you start the commentaries. So so one thing is the Guru devotion. So first you do like this. You can do like this. If you have done already, generating, developing the experience of Lam-rim, experience of the gradual path to enlightenment with effort. With effort, then maybe let's see, a few months on the say maybe 1 year, about 1 year, whatever, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, you decide on the Guru devotion, on the basic outline, there is the commentary and basic outline to meditate. Outline. So during those months, you go through the outline. And whatever is not finished today, then tomorrow. So you can go back again. So is developing experience with the effort. Then is the perfect humility, but the usefulness is difficult to find again, and the impairment and the lower realm karma. So, small capable being, Jewish translation should be capable being, not a low school, middle school, high school. That is this kind of sign didn't really pick up, understand the Jivu meaning of Jivu. It is kind of not full. It's become known, but Jivu Chung, Jivu Ding, Jivu Chung was middle capable, low capable, middle capable, high capable being. The ordinary capable being is only who walk this life. Only think this life, happiness, only that happiness, life, only that, nothing else. And working with this life, like ants, like worms. That's the Jewish ordinary capable being of that. So they are capable. In the Lam-rim, it's clarified that. So. Lamb the path to enlightenment. So then you see, in the Jewish then some month, train the mind in that Jewish and then after that, some on the Jewish Ding, some on the Jewish Chanju Sam, and then. Right view. So you can divide the year in the is develop the experience with the effort. Then after that you do 1 year. If you still need, you can do a second year. If you still need, you can do third year. If you still need. So then after that, then I said, when you think now, if I really meditate, I can get realization. Oh, then that time, then you train your mind. Without effort, effortless experience, and then train the mind in the Guru devotion. No matter how many weeks, month, year takes time to get realization. So one meditation is always that. Then if you still have time in the same day, then train the mind in Jivu. So try to have a realization step by step. Use at freedom meditation is how precious it is to realize that, and then the usefulness. Then difficult to one. Also the try to have those realizations, no matter how many support, how many weeks, months, years takes time to train the mind. If you have the same day, if not at the same time, but the same day, so like that, not the meditation, to get effortless experience. And then if you still have time, same day, then effortless experience, like that. And so then after you have that realization, then perhaps maybe Guru devotion takes a long time, so you can do the Jivu Chung, small capables, being a gradual part of the small capable, you can have that realization. After that, then middle capable being, then after that then you have effortless experience of bodhicitta, the Divachambo, and then you have realization that the true techniques, so you can maintain more, which is more effective, so which way equalizing exchange one others on that. And then the emptiness. Emptiness, every day should do some meditation. Emptiness by reciting Heart Sutra, by their many teachings. The mindfulness, Tempashita for mindfulness, or the even Nechijeba, the analytical in the analytical meditation in the four vital points. Or even even short like this, and temperament, the which I has no temperament, has no truly exist. I has no truly existence. That's all meditation. You can meditate so much on that. Then you see, then tending which is because it is dependent arising. Then they meditate. The word is nothing but that's the only three words, but not just in temperament, but there's a lot of meditation. Like that. So it doesn't have the long prayer. It can be just quotation verses. There are many verses, 4 verses, 2 verses. But there's so much to meditate. So you can do like that. So everyday meditation on emptiness. So it's a good. Then if possible, also if one has a lot of merit in the past life, and this life and past life, lot of merit, have studied or heard or read, teachings on emptiness, or read, listened, or studied, or meditated in the past. So if there's a lot of imprint left, then you see with 1 or 2 words, some note, there's an eye on the eye, or there's a vase on the vase, or something. Just a very, very simple word or note, or something. Then you say, click. Then you sort of, when your mind is ready, so much purification is done, so much purification is done, so much merit is collected, and so much devotion to the Guru. Oh, that time, then even just a word like that can click. Then it can click to the mind. Otherwise, don't understand. But so it's like that. So it is very, very scientific. All this meditation, all that, very depend on. It's like a clock. Depending on one machine. This works, and then depending on this machine, this turns, and then altogether, then able to tell the time. So depend on all this, depend on all this, and then able to give the time, or like that. So it's all Lam-rim realization on all each step, it's all like that, very scientific, but very scientific with the mind. It's all with the mind, not outside. It's all mind. You see, it's all It's all about scientific. Scientific because anyway, so cause condition depend arising, but depend on something this happen. But depend on something this happen. Oh, like that scientific. That's like that. Like that. People might think, oh, Buddhism might think not scientific, or Buddhism just believe, or just believe, you know. Just believe, like in Hindu, you jump from the roof in the hole. There's a fire. Jump in the hole from the upstairs, from the I don't know many stories. Then from roof, then you jump in the ground where there's a hole. Maybe there's a fire down there. Something. Then you achieve. What's that? You put a trident. You put trident inside. Then one trident goes this way, one trident goes this way, other trident goes this way. Then you achieve nirvana. Then if you do that, if that happens, then you achieve liberation in Hindu. And then there was a few others also, not like that, not just me believe. No, not just only believe. Then nothing to show who has achieved liberation, who has done that, who has achieved liberation. But Buddhism, there are numberless proofs who have done in the past, and now, even now, who are achieving liberation. Meditators who are achieving Tangtripat, you know, the calm renouncing Buddhism, the emptiness, also Tangtripat as well. So they are. Even now it is happening. So like that. So the how to meditate, how to train the mind in Lam-rim, Rab Ajia, all like this. So the Khaza, on the good devotion like that, then train the mind. I'm not going to speak on the. I'm going to go. I don't know. Then just mention briefly how to get the idea. So train step by step the meditation, to have realization. By training the mind in the you see, as I mentioned, the teachings. You realize the FPMT transcendence that the body has, and so precious. Then, not only gold, diamond, and sapphire, even which grand jewel has even billion, zillion, trillion dollars. Oh, this Hima Bodhisattva so much precious than billion, zillion dollar is nothing. So say wish granted, for example, more precious than diamond is the wish granted jewel. Whatever you pray for the temporary needs of this life, you get everything But from that you cannot. With that you can't get. With that you can purify the cause of Lam-rim and get higher birth. With that, with that alone, practice 3 trainings and achieve the realizations of the path to nirvana can happen, can achieve ultimate happiness. With that, you can't. With that alone, you can't. It doesn't have mind, so it doesn't have suffering. Doesn't have mind, doesn't have suffering. So how can there's no way to generate? There's no way. Yeah. Anyway, so there's no way to generate compassion. Bodhicitta, then enter in the path, and then achieve enlightenment. But by having this precious human body, then you can give the opportunity to purify past negative karma, to cause the Lam-rim, and to higher birth, and to practice take refuge in the karma, protect karma, so they get higher birth. Practice morality and get a higher birth, and then three trainings, and then you get liberation, and then you gives this, and then with this gives the opportunity to practice compassion, bodhicitta, and then gives the enlightenment, able to achieve enlightenment from this. Even you don't have any which kind of jewel, or any diamond or gold or sapphire, any jewels, any rubies, any dollars, like Milarepa. Milarepa didn't have any rupees in dollars, no rupees. So the thieves came to look for money. In the cave, we could not find anything. So they make soup, the nettle. Then they asked for chili and salt. And Milarepa said, this is the chili nettle. Then you put nettle. This is salt. You put nettle. So they, so it didn't have one single rupee. But achieved enlightenment. But use the more precious human body, which is every freedom tradition is wanted to achieve enlightenment. So the University of Bhattacharya in this brief lifetime of degenerate time, so they achieved that. So they didn't have even one rupee, $1. Like that, you see. So the human body, so the human body, so the human body you have, which every most unbelievable, precious, so precious which can do. Then even sky full of which can do, and this more precious than sky full of which can do. How precious 단저도 때문에 다와방 내가르나 지나도 다음에 아니 치와메 다붙잖아 이게 내가 던전도나 때문에 다와방 if you see the great meaning of life, the life is so meaningful, then you don't waste your life. You give up the meaningless works. Meaningless works, you give up. We waste your life, you give up. If you see the meaning so meaningful, if you think this is so difficult to find again, then if you find this so difficult to find again, then you cannot, without practicing Dharma, without making life meaningful, worthwhile, without practicing Dharma, then you can't just relax. You can just waste time by following attachment. Just waste time. Just the meaningless activities. So just waste life. Unable to do that. If you find this is difficult so difficult to find again, then try to make this by practicing Dharma, try to make this meaningful. Then by thinking that, and then and then by thinking that you don't, you see the appearance of this life. We always think, I'm going to live a long time. Always, even the same day when you're going to have accident, same day when you're going to accident or going to be going to sick by heartache or whatever, or suddenly you're going to heartache or same day, from morning when you get up, I'm going to put money here, things like that. So even 5 minutes before a car accident, you die, I'm going to put money here. So the cheating, the concept of permanence. So you see the life. So in the impermanence life, then instead of thinking long, concept permanence falling, then you see the life is very short, and then able to, because that makes able to practice Dharma and complete realizations, or like that, practice Dharma, complete realization. So anyway, Lama Zopa said, listen to this one. In the poetry, Nyanga Lojong, poetry Lojong, it's mentioned. I forgot the beginning part. Tishi Tsawa Den. Geshe Lama, Dela Nyuri Je. So Tishi Tsawa Den is the perfect image about the usefulness that this is highly meaningful and difficult to find again. Then impermanence, death. Impermanence, death. That's number 3. Impermanence, death. Then karma, number 5. Number 4. Number 4, the karma. That this body is qualified 8 freedom changelessness, extremely meaningful, difficult to find again. The meaningful and difficult to find maybe the second to those two, maybe second. And then third, impermanent death. 4th, karma. So if you get this realization, if you get these 4 realizations, Tejitavata. So Tejitavata means these four are bases. Tejitavata. Firm, when you have realization these four, then establish the firm root. You establish the four firm root. The rest virtuous dharma, rest virtuous dharma, then immediately comes. Rest realization comes immediately. So what I'm that's what Lama Zopa mentioned. Nyanga Lojong. The poetry, which is in the form of poetry, but Lojong. That's mentioned. If you get these realizations, the root from realization from root, then the Kechil Hama the rest realizations, will swiftly rises. So that's something to know. That's something. If you want to have realization, only what you like, or bodhicitta, or this, something only what you like, and you don't do renunciation. You don't think of renunciation. This shortcomings sometimes. No, you don't think about your impermanence and death of your life. Don't think. Lam-rim, don't think. Never think. And then only bodhicitta, only emptiness, only. Tongue to have meditation. Then difficult to have realization. Then how much you meditate. So without renunciation, without renunciation, bodhicitta, good heart, bodhicitta, all those other things. Those are things, you see, those are things like what I said, putting tsamba on the river. On the river, put tsamba, spring tsamba doesn't go down, tsamba stays. So, if you meditate on emptiness, Buddha, it's just very shallow, not the essence, no essence, like the seeds, cover. No, the essence is not there. So very shallow experience for the very empty, not so the real realization, real experience doesn't come. So, or doesn't come, but never mentioned or renunciation. Basis, the basis to develop great compassion, basis for bodhicitta, renunciation. Nature of, how the nature of samsara, how the shortcomings of samsara, how the nature of samsara is the nature of suffering, and lower realm sufferings. Never pay attention, doesn't want to maintain, never pay attention. So, bodhicitta, all the things, just words between lips, and just very shallow, very not really from the heart, 100% really feeling there. So, if you do the previous meditations, lay the foundation of renunciation. A lot of suffering, the roller suffering, then the suffering comes out of this, or renunciation, or the stronger renunciation, more great compassion, more stronger compassion to others, their suffering samsara. So you can feel, you can see how it is unbearable. Or to others, the more you maintain your daily load and suffering, then you see, when you have realization, then you see, then you are able to develop great compassion to the other sentiments, feeling very unbearable their suffering. So unbearable their suffering. So great abolition, great compassion. Then the abolition with real bodhicitta, all of that. Otherwise, just only what you like, and then nothing. How many times you meditate, not much happens. So like that. There's no basis. So I think maybe I stop here. We do Bhajasattva all the time. We do Bhajasattva tomorrow. It won't be. If I do in Tibetan, then can be finished. Can be finished. Then there will be only Geshe-la. If I do the Testament, can be finished. Can be finished. It won't take even 15 minutes. So, what about that? Do tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning.
5 o'clock.
What
time?
Yeah, tomorrow. Morning or before 12 o'clock. Morning. So that you can have some sleep. What do you think? What do you think? So anyway, I finished this. By turning the mind in small capable, small gradual path, the small capable being, then you see whatever happens to this life, any problem or the difficulties, what happens, it doesn't bother much. So what you look for is mainly not happiness life. This is just unimportant. Happiness life is not unimportant. Mainly what you look for is the happiness future life. That is totally switch. Now you see, so important happiness life, so important happiness future life. You want to accept future life, but doesn't feel much. Not much. But up to this meditation, the effortless experience, then you see then the future life happens. So important. This life is not important. So more you see important future life, this life, less then how much you regard the importance, less. So more you see future life. So like that, this is nothing important. Happiness life is nothing important, and future life so important. Then, so stable realization. Then how many months, weeks, months, years takes time to have a stable realization that. So then able to keep the mind always in Dharma. Able to leave the mind in Dharma all the day and night, or do you eat, or do you sleep, or do you do job, whatever you do, always in Dharma. So life is becoming meaningful all the time, without break. After training the mind in the gradual part of the middle capable being, the Jivating Lam-rim. So the 6 types of sufferings, and 4 types of suffering, 3 types of suffering, and then evolution of suffering through 12 dependent, then they are through 12 dependent relative limb. And then the suffering of each realm there, human beings, so forth. Then I say, then you see the samsara, being samsara, can't stand. You can't stand. When you're caught in prison, you can't. You don't want even 1 minute in the prison. You don't want even 1 minute in the prison. You want to be free from. You want to be out of that. So like that. Whenever renunciation of samsara, after you after you double the experience with the effort, and after you double the experience without effort. So when you have total realization of renunciation of samsara, say like being in the samsara, you feel like being in the center of the fire. You are in the center of the fire, burning. Or your negative body is sitting on the thorn bush, so like a needle, all of the body is sort of that, sitting on needle. So even a second, even a millisecond, you have no interest in to be in samsara. So like that. Want to be liberated from that. So samsara, so stable. So no matter how many weeks, months, years, it takes time to realization that. And then Khasadi, so like that, bodhicitta. So it is mentioned by the meditators that every sentence being, you see, day and night, like for example now, day and night, what you have in your heart, happiness this life. For example, me, so happiness this life. Whether you eat that, whether you sleep that, whether you, whatever you do, job, what you have in the heart is happiness. So then that time, all that, when you have realization, bodhicitta, then the only sentient beings free them from oceans of samsara suffering. So unbearable. Because before you see you're being samsara so unbearable, as I gave an example. So now you feel the others, numberless sentient beings, helping sanghas, animals, human beings, you see, and samsara is like that, like how you feel yourself, or like that others being, like your mother fell in the fire, burn that in the midst of fire, burning, how the the kind of mother, like somebody whom you think most kind, most dear, most precious, or somebody, or that's father, or that's mother, or somebody else, or fell on fire. How that? Wow. That's so fun. So then, them to bring to enlightenment, or then to wish to achieve enlightenment. So, with these two wishes, then you have a principal consciousness, just and special, the principal conscience. With these two intention, the seeking enlightenment for others, and then to cause, then oneself to achieve enlightenment. That and So, principal consciousness, which is 5 ways similar to these 2 intentions. So the bodhicitta generate. So every person, every symptom you see, you want to achieve enlightenment. So it is said by the meditators who have realization bodhicitta. So like that. So anyway, to have that main thing what you have in the mind is that, and then no matter how many weeks, months, years takes time that and to have a stable realization. Then about emptiness and about emptiness, for example, where's the table? General table or meal level table? Table where, but without touching anything, the false table, without touching anything to that. Or table which has to be reputed was touching it. Main left, where's it? Table, where? This is no table, this is no table, this is this side. This is no table, this is no table, this is. So every piece is part of the table. Every piece is part of the table, it's not table. So you couldn't find table. So you couldn't find table. So you couldn't find table. It's everything is part. Everything is part. Wherever you find is part of the table. It's pieces of the table. It's a part of the table, not table. Part of the table. So does that mean table doesn't exist? Conclusion? What is the conclusion? What is the conclusion? Table doesn't exist? There's no table in this room? There's no table in this room? But you look table, you look for table, you could not find. You see? Doesn't support the existence of the table. Doesn't help. That way of checking, if you think that's the meditation of emptiness, that's wrong, totally wrong. And that if you think that it doesn't support existence of the table. It doesn't support at all. It's opposite than supporting. It doesn't support the existence of the table. It doesn't help. Where's your conclusion? Where's your conclusion? Same. Where's the mark? Where's the mark? This mark is same. With the eye, every piece is. You say this side, this side, this side, this side, all the fire gets all. None. nothing's, you don't find anything like. So it doesn't support. So looks like it doesn't exist. So it comes to that conclusion. Nihilism. That nihilism, you have to understand. So that is not material emptiness. You have to understand. Many people might believe that. So, Lama Zopa explained in the Lam-rim, middle Lam-rim, explained. For example, vase. Here there's a vase. So what I mentioned there's a vase. So in the Dharma text, the philosopher, vase, pillars, and so there's certain objects used in the Quran. So vase, this is not 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 vase. No, the bottom part of the vase. So at the end, so not clear. Not find. No recognition. There's no recognition of the vast. This is vast. There's no recognition. So that is a sign. That is sign for nihilism. The true eternalism exists from its own side. Nihilism doesn't exist at all. Nihilism. So we have to realize middle way view, devoid of these two extremes. Otherwise, not. So here you follow nihilism. I don't remember that. Because I'm unable to differentiate the middle labeled and gakcha, the middle labeled vase and vase which is the object to be reputed, the truly existent vase, middle level vase, unable to differentiate. That's what mentioned in the teaching. So that you have to be careful. Persons like me, not much understanding. So I'm telling only those people. So this is a very, very basic thing to understand. Very, very basic thing. Otherwise, you make big mistake in your meditation emptiness. Big mistake in meditation emptiness. Even you meditate for many years, big meditation in the meditation nihilism. So the Zen meditation, Zen meditation, Zen meditation. So now going back to the table. So now, okay. Now you see, think again table. Table, what exists is what is merely labeled by the mind. So subtle. Yeah, I have to make that noise. For you to get a clear picture. I mean, at least the words correct, it's okay. At least my words are correct. Then, not, yeah, so the, what table exists, what is merely level by mind? Something, so, therefore, never ever exists from its own side. There is table, but do not exist from its own side. So, totally empty. So like form is empty, emptiness of form. Here, table is empty, emptiness of table. Table is empty, emptiness of the table. Emptiness is the table. So the table, which is the totally totally empty from its own side. Oh, that is table. So yeah. So now, that is the type of what exists. What we use, what we can use, the middle level table. So therefore, when you look at the table, you see, table existing, you have appearance of table existing from its own side. You know, for example, for me, you see, table existing from its own side. Completely opposite to middle level table, the appearance. You know? There's no appearance of middle level table. So that only Buddha, there's no mere appearance. I don't have mere appearance. Sentient beings don't have that appearance. Except Arya beings in the eco-post meditation, emptiness. Then there's no, at that time, there's no middle level appearance or there's, of course, realize emptiness, so there's no, there's no truly existent. As far as appearance goes up to, you have until you have achieved enlightenment. Except Arya beings, when their equals meditation, then that time don't have truly existent appearance, but that goes up to enlightenment. So only when they Pachatamo, the shade knowledge obscuration or left by the past ignorance, when that's totally removed, abandoned, totally removed, ceased, then there is no projection, mental fabrication, projection, true existence. Appearance of true existence you don't have. So only Buddha. So the I don't remember what I said. I don't remember what I said. So anyway, when you look at the table again, you see, In your view, how is the table? In your view, how is the table? In your view, or view of the table, there's there's appearance. Table exists from society. Not mere appearance. View of mere appearance. Appearance of mere table. No. Appearance of mere table, no. Opposite, total opposite. Table exists from society. Appearance. Then that real table. That's the object to search for. That's the object to search for, and that's what you have to realize empty, totally empty, as it is empty. Not that have been existing, now you have to realize empty. No, that's wrong. That which has been empty never exists. You have been believing it. Then literature becomes a foundation for the suffering. So it becomes the basis for all the attachment and all the delusion. You see? So that's real table. Believing this is real appeared, and you believe it's real, and then becomes the basis for attachment, anger, all the delusion. See? So all the suffering comes. So that table, real table, appearing from its own side. That one. What's that? Totally do not exist from its own side. That one totally non-existent. Completely non-existent. That is emptiness of table. So there is a real table appearing, existing from inside. That you look, that you search. That one you search. Where is it? You can't, there, you search. Can't find it anywhere. Look for where is it? Can't find it anywhere. Table that exists from inside. So doesn't have true existence at all, because the table is dependent arising. Dhamma table, Dhamma then the image dependent arising. The table merely imputed, the table merely imputed by relating to the group of the parts gathered. guru of the paths gathered, and the guru of paths gathered. The basis, the guru of paths gathered. The basis, which is the basis to be labeled, to be merely labeled table. This is the basis. By the valid mind. So, so the real table, which appears to us, which we 100% believe, that is not true. That one, true, empty. Not there at all. Because the table is dependent arise, merely labeled by the mind, not gross dependent cause condition, not that one. Not gross dependent, subtle dependent arising, pasangikas dependent arising. Merely labeled, because the table is what is merely labeled by the valid mind. Sorry. That is not part of the teaching. So you see, so while the table is empty, it is existing. Existing merely labeled by the valid mind. You understand? While the table is existing, the table is empty. Not that, please don't think, not that I realize, but this is what, I think Lama Zopa mentioned with the mentor's experience, So is unified. Emptiness and dependence. Emptiness, talking about ni, and the empty of truth, the true existence, and the dependence arise, existing. Emptiness and existing is oneness. Oneness, inseparable. Inseparable. So there's no emptiness other than form. There's no form other than empty. What's that? There. See? So table exists. Table exists in my name. The table exists because it's empty. Yeah, because it's empty. empty from its own side. Not just nihilism, empty from its side. So, see, the same thing on the eye, on the vase, same thing. So the what is the eye similar? Extremely unbelievable, subtle phenomena. So therefore, the many great meditators, they fall in nihilism. So unable to stay in middle view, Madhyamika middle view, they slipped out in nihilism or fall in eternalism. So that's very, 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 very. Not only that, but that's the one main one in the Lama Zopa teaching, the quality of Lama Zopa teaching. So then, is here emptiness. Here, the false table, real table, they exist from inside. Something exists from inside. Oh, that, gotcha. So look for that, and you don't find at all. Then next, first you see the ultimate truth of the table. Then, as that cause, result, then you see the middle level table. Then you see the middle level table. Then you see, then you see the middle. It helps to see the tables existing, existing middle level by mind. So sport, you see, for the existence of the table. Because all obstacle, absolute truth, and all going to get them a truth for the all mind. So it helps exist. It is sport helps existence of the table, merely labeled by mind. That unification. That is the Pasankhya's view, emptiness. You see? Yeah, so that anyway, so that's another. What's that? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So sorry. Really get into wow. So thank you very much. Dagi genius because the no kola gambanda jabas lazada by the menu. That's why it's so important to spread Lama Zopa teaching in your heart, and you, general, and you spread Lama Zopa teaching in the heart of St. Demetrius. You understand? There's about this point. So unbelievable. But how are you going to get rid of ignorance, root of samsara? It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. The root of samsara will very strong there. Very happily there. Very happily there. You not touch anything. Nothing hurt, nothing harm. Happy there. So anyway, that's so just to give some little idea. I'm sure I'm not very good talking emptiness, but that's just to give it a little idea.
Sangye jingdo me te wa yi ge nam ta jing la je ba jo je zun lai mi gu zi ra ten ji Nanga dine joy joy ge badam la zai de be de me za sun gi tro e me se ta tu ne yo Guru Ranamana Yataya Me Tu Su Chan Jin Jang Gyön Gyawe Ten Zin Gyön Pewe Kun Zu Topo Ze Cha Zon Go We Leg Mu Tu Chu Pa Ta Zo Tu Je Kun Du Shabden Sho.
Due to all the past, present, future merit collected by me, three-time merit collected by numberless sentient beings, numberless Buddhas, made a bodhicitta, which is all the source of happiness up to enlightenment for oneself and for the numberless sentient beings, may it be generated in the heart of the six realm sentient beings. Numberless helping, numberless hunger, numberless animal, numberless human being, numberless sura, numberless asura, numberless endemics. So nobody is left out. Even the tiniest insect, nobody is left out. And especially in the heart of everybody in this world. So everybody in this world means hell, hunger, ghosts, animals, all that 600 centimeters, all that, and then in particular, in the body to be generated in the heart of all the students. The FPMT students, and the heart of all the center benefactors, in the heart of all the volunteers working in the center, in the heart of everybody who is alive, whom I promised to pray for, whose name is given to me, in everyone's heart, and all of us here, in the heart of all of us here, including our family members. Then all the students at Kadamba Center came in the past and now and coming future, all the stops. Chanjo Zenjo Rinpoche Maje Bano Jeju Zin Jeva Nyamba Mebai Kone Gongdo Bewa Jo. Then emptiness. Tony Tawa Rinpoche Magia Wana Jeju Java Nyamba Meba Yikune Kundu Bejo. Then pray, dedicate the marriage, 3 times marriage, collected by one says, but numberless sentence beings, numberless Buddhas, and we dedicate marriage, all the marriage. In-law, samsara ends, may his owners have long life, and all the holy wishes be succeed immediately. Kanji Rabbe Kuwe Yachinga Andi Pentang Endewa Maulu Yachin Sewa Tende Jasu Shabe Sezi Abadu Tenjo Tani Jinje Songdu Jive La Jejere Sante Kanje Tendu Chana Bemo Tenzin Jasu La Sawa Indeso Shedin Lundu Dona Gomba Jere Swangi Seji Javicha Kanje Junsu Jamola Kanzaban Tendin Java Pachachana Bema Jela Jitasu Ningasu Tamedaka Juntive Jiviranya Kesan Juju Tasu Jameja Seji Javi Jela Tendin Luam with them Dagalata Tabetsigan Nagam Benegun Druba Show. Did you order 3 times marriage of clergymen, 3 times marriage of clergymen, numberless Sintemi, numberless Buddhas? They know the lifetime. What are they? Lama Zopa being director, mind, guru, guidance, and in all the lifetimes, they never separated away from the pure path that highly admired all the Buddhas. Sara Kundu Java Zopa Vetejo Senyam Gudun Sebedo Java Navanazante. Keja Tayang Dava Maju Mijo Namda Zangmet Labja Jazze Jabe Nindo Jedeto Zugur Ninajo Lozan Jabe Tanda Jawa. Then we should pray for the world as well. That's also there's already. See people. Yeah. Then you 3 times marriage collected by me, by numberless, then in all the life, in our life, in all the future life, to be like Lama Zopa and the extensive benefit to sentient beings and the clear the teaching of Buddha. They explain so that. Then by having generated bodhicitta in this world, in everyone's heart in this world, and met the dangers of war, famine, disease, and all their problems be pacified immediately, and the dangers of fire, water, air, earthquakes be pacified immediately. And may everybody become fortunate to have realization of the graduated path to enlightenment. Lama Zopa Then important prayer. Pandela me namba tavala keje tamya loda meje. Chendela to mugu jela me chela samla jo umoro. then to cherish every sentient being in modern day, sky filled with grand jewel, diamond, gold, or whatever. $1 trillion. Then serve, the including achieving enlightenment. Means that includes Tane semje tamje la yiji no le la abe tenjo duwe zambai tato jeba zamba shu. And the success of all the FPMT projects and especially because of the Mithya project, large statues, Mithya project, especially India and then different world, and all the Pema Sambhava statue and so forth, other statues. Able to build those big statues, able to build immediately without any obstacle, and number of sentient beings not only collected by building, but by circumambulating, by seeing or by offering them anyways, to collect purified defilements, collect from beginningless birth, collect merit, extends the merit, and get achieve the realization of the graduate path to enlightenment, spiritual bodhicitta, and bring perfect peace, happiness in this world. That and then so like that benefit the statue. So able to develop compassion, collect numberless, collect merit, collect first the cause of compassion, collect the excellent merit, then compassion, then all that will happen, bring perfect peace, happiness in the world, to happen that. Bedan zoa ma gobe yeje no bazanje semje rewa gongze be samba dube jashi jo. Then the people, the intensive care has cancer. Helena Fasna, intensive care has cancer. Antonio Villela, extreme pain in jaw. In jaw. Wong Shi Hui, 13 years old, in mental hospital, suicide. Linne Fermuselle, close to passing. Marcus, Marcus Mata, close to passing. We did, I think, we did Mela Chot Koda. Mela. So when we were in Washington, we did extensive medicine Buddha Puja, composed by 50 Dalai Lama. So then, dedicated with Sherpas who died on the mountains, 16 Sherpas who died on the mountain, and then they also dedicated for the 200 or 300 students who boat sank, that, and then the people lost by airplane, that from Malaysia, and also there are many other individual people. So one man was one mother, Marcus Mother. The Marco is to help organization, FPMT organization, to help. And so I think one idea is one idea is, to have some business, with the organization to help to manage to spread Dharma. So to help in some business, so to help his experience. So he agreed to help. So his mother had so much pain for a long time. And so we did the medicine Buddha puja, and others, I think it's the same day, or same day? Same day? Same day. Many doctors told him that very surprisingly, their mother did not have pain that day. They had pain for a long time, but that day all the doctors were surprised. And so she sent a message to thank to me while in Washington. So so I think the medicine Buddha really helped so I don't know. So Bernard Tang, extreme pain. The Bernard Tang is the oldest student in Hong Kong Center. Very old student, long time ago. So he has this pain. Treated him as, that's maybe less pain or something, but then again pain starts. So that's very difficult to cure. I don't know, muscle, maybe kind of smell. But maybe it's more painful, I'm not sure. It's kind of similar. And so I did my Mickey Mouse divination. Mickey Mouse divination. So I told him, suggest something, what to do, and so came out to read Kanjur, need to read Kanjur. But the nun and Table monastery, where there's Lama's relative one nun there, she finished studying. Now she's teaching. Bernard Tang. So anyway, and due to all the past, present, future merits collected by me, three-time merits collected by numberless sentient, numberless Buddhas, and then all these sick people, or then you can pray to Medicine Buddha and others. His Holiness and pray there. Immediately recover the disease. Immediately recover. Then to have most meaningful life. Able to actualize Bodhicitta in this life. Then also Tangdra part, able to achieve for Buddhahood as quick as possible, though never able to get upon Lord's. And if that is not possible at all, die, then they come out, or then they get, or actually never get upon Lord's, and then they born and tabakatu and pure, Amitabha pure land, or then at least receive perpetual human birth, find a perfectly qualified guru, and only with the most, only do most pleasing the holy mind, virtue friend, never displeased even for 1 second, and then from that. Then coolly achieve enlightenment. That's good. So that. Okay, collecting and so on. Then past, present, future merits collected by me, collected by numberless sensitive and numberless Buddhas. All these merits which are merely labeled by the mind. And the I who is merely labeled by the mind. Achieved peerless happiness for the state of omniscient mind, which is merely labeled by the mind. Lead all the sentient beings who are merely labeled by the mind. To that peerless happiness, state of omniscient mind, which is also merely labeled by the mind. By myself alone, who was also merely labeled by the mind. Chi ji jabo zanga we ju zi nambo be wa da ke ji ze ma ye wo da zun ji da yo da da shen jie de zan da jie we zan ye la den ya wa la zan da wa ye dan ba ye ren bo jo ji zhen den de de ji jia ba da zhang ba yang da ba zuo ye san ge da ma nan zu ji jia wo la jia zuo an ji san ba zi mo gong de zhang wo la jia zuo la da dong bei de zhe wa wa bo de ne shuo我们得了咱们给说吧，大家都没人在话，不是那也说吧，我们得了咱们给说，大家都没人在话，不是那也说吧，我们得了咱们给说吧，大家都没人在话，不是那也说吧，我们得了咱们给说吧，大家都没人在话，不是那也说吧，我们得了咱们给说，大家都没人在话，不是那也说吧，我们得了咱们给说吧，大家都没人在话，不是那也说，我们得了咱们给说。正这家的金家娃这张八样大把所谓三千米几了，必须要去家娃了，这走了。正真的在金家娃这张八样大把所谓三千花，他们了咱就只为家娃了，这走了。没种这些家里去了，当等等了哇，没别等吧，当大概了真的别对的。难道满白那个出发了哟？ So maybe Vajrasattva initiation, you may be receiving the dream. So, anyway, see you tomorrow, hopefully.